So we are back with another Icarus update, week 177, with a new backpack, the Culinix backpack for extra food buffs. Do we really need extra food buffs? I don't know. We'll have to try that out and see how it works. But obviously, because of the Easter holidays, it's only a small update. But there is quite a bit coming next week, which we're going to go through today. So we're going to start off, as always, with a notable improvement. Fixed an issue which prevented fish from being killable with projectiles, throwing weapons, arrows, bolts, and firearm ammo. Fixed pain in the bass achievement, as it wasn't always being granted correctly. Fixing issue where custom crafted food would not scale its stats in their tooltip correctly. Okay, so those are the notable improvements. So this week, the Culinix backpack. The Culinix backpack, a chef's backpack, is purchasable from the workshop and can be equipped for use on the planet. It provides a range of benefits focused on food creation, buff enhancement, and survival efficiency. While the backpack is worn, any food crafted by the player will have an extended duration and increased effect strength. Any player can consume these improved food items to receive the enhanced benefits. Additionally, any active food buffs on the wearer are further amplified in both duration and effectiveness. This makes the backpack particularly valuable for extended missions or high intensity scenarios where sustained buffs are critical. That kind of makes sense. The backpack also reduces the rate of food and water consumption for the wearer, decreasing the frequency at which sustenance is required. This makes it a strong utility item for long excursions or resource scarce environments. Now that's all well and good, but what about space, about carrying stuff and stuff like that? Because obviously a backpack, you want to be able to carry quite a lot of stuff as well. Especially on Icarus, you do need a lot of stuff, especially when you do missions. You end up having to carry so much stuff on you. It's crazy, and there's never enough room. Yes, you've got your mounts and stuff like that, but still, even with that, it's a bit of a struggle sometimes. So as long as there's enough space to be able to carry stuff, then yeah, it might be a good thing. Okay, so that was what we're getting this week. So next week, they're going to be sorting out a multiplayer NPC hitbox fix. So we're currently trialing an improvement aimed at enhancing the experience for players, connecting to dedicated servers or friend-hosted games. This update ensures that creature animations are fully played on clients at all times, regardless of their distance from the host. After a thorough investigation, we discovered that early optimizations made during Icarus's development led to desynchronization issues on the client side, specifically with NPC animations and hitboxes not always aligning correctly. To resolve this, we've updated the system so that NPCs now check their distance from any active player, not just the host. This allows them to correctly play their full animation sets and ensures hitboxes are accurately positioned on all clients. Internal testing and feedback from players on the experimental branch have been extremely positive. So you can actually go on to the experimental branch. Can't get my words out today, and have a look at the changes and just to see whether there's any bugs or anything, of course, like that. Anyway, so also what we've got coming next week is a deep ore duplication fix. So we've resolved an issue where deep ore veins were being duplicated each time a prospect was loaded. This could cause veins to appear as if they had changed resources and led to significantly bloated save file sizes. While earlier fixes made this more stable, we recently discovered a new issue with deep ore veins on the Prometheus map, introduced as part of the null sector update. Some objects were incorrectly configured during world generation, leading to duplications. We've now addressed the root cause and added checks to prevent it from happening again. Additionally, any duplicated veins will now be automatically cleaned from player save files on load with any attached drills preserved. Okay, interesting. And you can also go on the experimental branch and see those changes. And also, one of the highly recommended things that solo players want and that is Solo Pause, which is coming next week. Awesome. As mentioned in last week's update, we will be introducing a long requested feature next week, the ability to pause the game during solo play. This functionality is now available for testing on the experimental branch. The pause feature is limited to single player sessions only and does not function in multiplayer or dedicated servers, which makes sense. This ensures no disruption to connected players in shared environments, and so obviously they've got it on the experimental branch. So if you really want to check that out, you can go into the experimental branch and you can check that out for yourself. But if you want to wait, it'll be coming next week. So there we go, guys. That is it for this week. Obviously just the backpack that we had, but a lot of information of what's coming next week, and some really cool things coming in the future as well. Anyway, guys, that is it from me today. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.